It's so much come with the game. Like when you sit back and when you like really process things outside of basketball, basketball will uproot everything once that ball stop bouncing. Like you got to think, guys finish the league. You know how you see guys, you see them in the NBA, and then once they retire, you be like, damn, he got big quick, because now he's dealing with the real reality of who he is. Like,
because you identified, I think sometimes they mix up where like being an athlete is a role that you play. It's not who you are.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? And yes, bro, you can see certain scenarios and tendencies of guys that do retire and they don't know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they identify with. That's why I'm big on, like, if kids go to college nowadays, a lot of kids ain't staying, you know what I'm saying, 4 years. But I would suggest like classes like marketing, business, branding, like, you know, if you coming up through the athletic side. Now, I'm not a big fan of the school system, but I do understand that if you're going to go there, have a purpose, though.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Have a purpose, man. So that way, if ball don't work out, think about the network and the relationships that you made through ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's guys that I do business with nowadays. My realtor from my first new build I did with Gastonia, bro. He remembered me from playing AAU. I remembered him from playing AAU. You know what I mean?
That's important.
Yeah, bro. My guy that taught me land development out of Charlotte, bro. He used to run basketball camps. So basketball was literally my foundation, bro. Like, now it could have been hockey if I played hockey. It could have been whatever, but that is the side of beyond sports that me and you are talking about.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Definitely.
What we're giving you is just the foundation for you to do this game, but it applies outside of the game.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Part that a lot of people can't comprehend or say. Like, and then, you know, I'm not beating up on these content creator trainers, but I think they gotta be.
I ain't feeling the shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm with you.
I'm not, bro.
And I'm with you. They gotta be held accountable, and they gotta be more responsible. Especially from our culture, like this is, for some of us, this is all we got to get out. Like I realized at the age of 8, like this is what's going to take care of my family. It was something in me said, hey, I know this is what's going to get me out. I know that this is something I want to do.
Yep.
And I'm obsessed with this, and I love it. So I'm saying, when you got these type of guys, you got to speak life also into the culture of game of basketball, because basketball is just not a game of just playing ball. It's a game of life, and you gotta be more detailed on how can I compare life and basketball. So when you're struggling, I'm gonna go back to life. You're gonna go through this in life. You're gonna have a job one day. You're gonna have a family one day. You're gonna give up.
Right.
Like, what's going to drive you? What's your why behind what you're doing? Like, and that's another thing I ask kids when they come to my gym. What's your why? Like, do your dad want you to play it? Because you got to have something deeper. Like, what drove me, my why at an early age is like, I realized we was poor. And I was like, look, man.
Man, bro, I didn't know we were poor until we started traveling and we was going outside, and then I was like, damn, it's big ass condo. Like, you know what I'm saying? We going here. I see other parents like, hold on now, why they going to Disney World? Why ain't we going? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? I started seeing more because of basketball. And then it's like, you know, you know, like I know, man, when you got kids, like I don't want my kid to grow up how I grew up. Not to say that my parents raised me wrong, right? But there was certain shit that I feel like I wish my daddy did introduce me to. You feel what I'm saying? That it never introduced to my son. But then again, that made me who I am. So how do I create that adversity for my child? And I use sports to create that adversity.
Man, that's beautiful, man. And that's the best thing I think that you can share with your child in order for them to be able to process life, you know? Like, it ain't gonna probably be the sport that we choose. Like, for mine, it's golf.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, my son, when I took him to golf lessons, my youngest son, I was like, man, golf.
Just sit back and enjoy. That's all you can do.
Yeah. And it gave me a different perspective for golf. Like, my son, he was like, yo, this. My son was wiping his forehead 1 minute in because it was so much technique. I'm like, oh, he getting challenged mentally. But that's what he loved. He loved to learn. So he was like, shh. But that was driving him.
But golf is that mental stuff.
It is, bro.
But golf's all the way mental, bro. Technique, I'm talking about, bro. I did top golf.
Yeah.
I think I'm strong. Man, I couldn't hit that ball, man, bro. I had to get stiff just to be able to hit it far. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like that's a lot of technique,
my
bro.
swing went the farthest.
Yes,
Like,
the one you
man, hey, bro, that's ego. Straight ego swing. You know what I'm saying? My humble swing is what got me farther. Like when
ego will tear your ass up.
Bro, when I got beat this morning, hey, look, I came in fly. I'm like, I'm that guy. Man, he smoked my ass. And look, and you know the worst thing is, and when you gotta go through shaking that hand, boy, you know when the coach know he got you, he been looking for you. I could tell he was like, he ain't really what I thought he was.
Bruh. And then when I walk through that line, that first thing going myself, man, he ain't developing them kids. Man, he don't care like I do. Ego
back at it, bro. And that's the part that I had to realize. When I walked off, I wanted to go in the corner and get on their asses. But I said,
I was a victim of that last year sometimes. The kids looking at me like, man, what's wrong with you? I'm like, bro, like I'm telling you, dog, this coaching shit is crazy, bro.
Look, let me tell you something. When I went over there, I said, that ass whooping was for you too. Yeah. Look, first time back home. So I done went down here to the city life. I'm training these city kids. So I done forgot what we built off of.
Yep.
When we got out there, I said, shit, this us. I'm playing against me right now. And they can't, what I've been trying to get them to understand, they in it right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kid who ain't got shit. That's the kid who lights ain't on. That's the kid who dad ain't in his life. You up against some mother with some adversity, some real adversity.